Good morning, team. In this video, I will explain how to finish this task, which is a project on financial analysis that will be conducted on a NGO. So, first thing is a separate each researcher is allocated with an individual NGO organization, and the information from where you can get financial details were given in the links that are provided here. Okay, so for example, Nikita is allocated with Tucci and Juchi, I guess. So when she click on this link, it is possible to open annual report that is submitted by the foundation, and that annual report contains all the details regarding income statement, financial statements, cash flows, balance sheets, and all the financial details will be available in that link. Similarly, for the respective organization, you can find financial details in the links that are given. So the main task here is calculating debt management using ratios. So we will be calculating debt management ratios. So when we try to do that, there will be a question: what are called debt management ratios? You try to open this link. This link contains complete details regarding debt management ratios. So these are debt management ratios. We have nearly 10 approximately 10 ratios that were given here. By clicking on each link, you can see how the ratio can be calculated and what is the ratio, how to interpret ratio. Everything will be provided here. For example, when you calculate equity ratio speaks about equity divided by total assets. So debt management, total debt includes both debt and equity debt. Two types of debts will be there. Among that, equity ratio speaks about when compared to the shares that are sold by the organization, how many assets that organization has created. So when appropriate ratio is maintained between these two things, the organization will have a better status, better sustainability to the organization is identified. So you need to understand, see, when equity ratio is high means equity will be high, because when denominator numerator, when numerator is high, the ratio will be high. Okay, and when numerator is high, the ratio will be low. So based on this, you can understand if equity is high and total assets are low, it will give high equity ratio. Then because of that, there will be certain situation that will be experienced by the organization. When total assets are high and comparatively equity is low, the organization will be undergoing certain different situation. So that interpretation is provided here. For every ratio that you calculate, a clear explanation is given here, and how to interpret that when the low value is received for the calculated ratio, what is the situation that organization experience and what kind of improvements organization need to make. Everything is clearly explained here. Okay, so this is a very nice resource where it clearly explains how to calculate ratio and what is the ratio and what is the use of ratio, then how to interpret the ratio. Everything is provided here. So by using the link and available formulas, calculate at least four ratios, and interpret them and try to explain what is the current situation of the organization. Okay, that is the main part. Based on those values and based on the interpretations, you are supposed to create sustainability plan for the organization for next 2 years, and what are the areas in which the organization can improve itself, considering the debt management ratios that are calculated and interpretations. And you can go out of that boundaries, and you can speak about some good improvements that organization can make in terms of, as it is an organization, it's an NGO organization, it should focus more on collecting funds from society and from organizations, and based on that, it will be its financial position will be improved. Second thing is reducing the costs. unnecessary costs that are spent by the organization. I'm speaking about the areas of opportunity section. In the areas of opportunity section, you are supposed to discuss how the organization can generate more funds for the organization. So when it generates more funds for the organization, it will have enough money to spend and its financial position will be improved. Second thing is how to reduce costs. Third thing is how to attract market by spending for the right purpose, getting better opportunity in the market. So when we know that the organization, an NGO is offering its services promptly, properly, then we would like to then denote money to that organization. So these details should be discussed in areas of opportunity. Operating means spending for the right purpose, generating funds, and identifying alternative sources to generate funds, then reducing costs and application of various approaches to reduce the costs. Okay, and in terms of debt management ratio, if the debt interest is high, so debt means taking money on credit. If the debt interest is high, you are supposed to reduce it, reduce taking debt, and you should go for share equity related thing. So but usually NGOs will not have share market because it's not it is not going to, usually they don't have any shares. So you need to focus more on reducing debts. If you have to operate the organization, if it is going for more debts, the taking debt should be reduced and increasing funds for the organization should be taken care. That is how we discuss areas of opportunity. Sustainability plan for next 2 years. So here in this section also, what are the targets, like maybe as I mentioned here, so reducing costs. So some important strategies you can develop to ensure that organization can be alive for next 2 years, at least for next 2 years it is sustainable. Okay, so for that you can suggest different strategies like similarly reducing costs and targeting on different areas, maybe entering into new country. Like this, you will be having different approaches to increase organization ability, organization stability to be alive in the market. Okay, so this is all about your document structure. First, document structure discusses about company introduction, that should be for half page. Next, you calculate 4 to 5 debt management ratios using the link that is provided. Then you will prepare a sustainability plan for next 2 years. Based on the interpretations that you make in the debt management ratio, you will understand where it is lagging. Considering that, you are supposed to develop a better sustainability plan and better discussion on areas of opportunity. And finally, you conclude where you will be discussing about purpose of writing this report. Next, what you did, like what calculations you made, from the calculations what you understood, and what are the how you are going to improve your organization sustainability, and what are the key areas of opportunity. Everything will be summarized in conclusion section. Finally, references. So you are supposed to give the company annual report as reference and some other sources while discussing about the importance of cost management or equity management. Whatever the sources you used, that should be referred here. Please use APA 7 reference and try to finish it in a better way. Okay, use the template, always use the template that I shared to you for APA 7 reference. Okay, that's it from my side, team. If you have any questions, please ask me. Thank you very much.